The ICEVI, the Nippon Foundation Mathematics Package for Teachers video series, Abacus as a Mathematical Tool. Title of the video, Decimal Subtraction, example 183.67 minus 5.256. In the current decimal numbers, the whole numbers have different digits, and the same is true with the decimal part too. For converting the decimal numbers into whole numbers, we have to look into the decimal part which has the maximum number of digits, and therefore we have to consider the number 5.256. In order to convert this into whole number, we have to multiply this with 1000, which will make it as 5256. We have to multiply the other number 2 with 1000, which will make it as 183,670. Now we have to adapt the regular subtraction procedures. Let us set 1 in the 100,000s column, 8 in the 10,000s column, 3 in the thousands column, 6 in the hundreds column, 7 in the tens column, and 0 in the units column. The number 5256, which is to be subtracted, can be set in the extreme left of the abacus. In order to get equal number of digits of both the numbers, we can also treat this number as 0, 0, 5, 2, 5, 6. And this will be easy in the subtraction process. Let us start the subtraction now. That is, 0 is subtracted from 1. Next, 0 subtracted from 8. And then we have to subtract 5 from 3, which is not possible. And therefore, subtract 1 in the 10,000s column. And in order to compensate that, we add 5 in the thousands column. Now, we have to subtract 2 from 6. That is, subtract 5 in the upper abacus and add 3 in the lower abacus. In the tens column, we have to subtract 5 from 7. In the units column, we have to subtract 6 from 0, which is not possible. And therefore, subtract 1 in the tens column and add 4 in the units column. Now the result is 178,414. 178,414. As the decimals have 3 digits, we have to put the dot between 8 and 4, indicating that 178 is a whole number and 414 is the decimal part. We can also notice in the abacus that the dot on the separating bar is naturally distinguishing the whole number from the decimal part of the result. Instead of converting the numbers into 6-digit whole numbers and then doing subtraction, one may prefer to carry on with the subtraction separately for whole number part and the decimal part and simply add the values. One clue, as mentioned in the general guidelines, is that when the highest digit of the second number of the decimal part is lower than that of the highest digit of the first number of the decimal part, it is always easy to carry out a separate subtraction. In this problem, we have to simply subtract 256 from 670. That is, we set 670 and then subtract 256 from 670. That is 2 subtracted from 6. Subtract 5 in the upper abacus and add 3 in the lower abacus. Now subtract 5 from 7, that is clear 5 in the upper abacus. Now we have to subtract 6 from 0, which is not possible, and therefore subtract 1 in the tens column and add 4 in the units column. Therefore the subtracted value of the decimal part is 414. When we look into the whole number part, we have to subtract 5 from 183, which is a simple one, as you have to simply reduce 5 units from 183, which will give 178. Now add 178 with the decimal part, which is giving the result as 178.414. Therefore, the child may gauge the difficulty level of the problem by simply analyzing the numbers and may adopt an easier method among options depending on his or her own skills.